Okay, I have some phenomena I'd like to document here. This is my multimeter plugged into the wall outlet, which is plugged into the grid, showing the 60 Hertz, 60 cycles per second. Okay, I'm going to take this now and measure the cycles per second coming off of my Bedini oscillator. This is the charging battery, so this is a pulse DC output coming out of the transistor circuit here. And so I'm hooking just the positive actually to the negative of that. Oh yeah, I was getting about 400. What I need to do here is actually touch this side. It helps to ground it a little bit better. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. There we go. About 400. There we go. 400. Either terminal. 400. 400 Hertz. Okay, so I can understand maybe that. So now I'm going to... This is the primary battery. Okay. 200 Hertz. Okay. Now, the actual output diode, I'm going to hook it to there, and I get 600 Hertz, or close to it. I was saying 600 earlier, I swear. Okay, so now, here's where the really weird part gets. This battery here is just sitting next to the battery that I'm charging with the Bedini motor. Now look at that. I'm going to hook the terminal there. I'm getting several hundred cycles per second measured off of the positive terminal of this battery. Okay, but here's the real freaky part. I'm going to move this battery away so they're not touching. And as it should, a battery not hooked to anything should say 0. And it does. But now watch as I push the battery, so now the plastic's touching. There we go. So this to me suggests that the radiant energy that's flowing not through any conduits but just through the vacuum and in the time space here is actually flowing into this battery too. Now it hasn't really charged up any noticeably, but here's the thing, this battery I have hooked up and tuned or attuned or conditioned with the Bedini motor. Okay, so this circuit has charged. I've charged this battery up several times with the Bedini motor. Now this battery here I haven't. This is just a regular old big, 100 amp hour battery. Of course it's showing 0 too. Of course it's going to show 0 Hertz. It's just a battery just sitting there. Well, so is this one. But even to the negative terminal. Yeah. Now that's a weird phenomena if you ask me. Oh, okay, so here's the kicker. Shows this will show it. Okay, so there it is. Now I'm going to do is disconnect the primary battery from my circuit. So now the Bedini motor is going to roll to a stop here. Wait a second. That's odd. Okay, so now down to 0. Down to 0. And Bedini motor slowing down. It was 6.4. 5 miles an hour. Let's just go ahead and stop it. And if I measure the charging battery, of course I'm getting 0. Hook up the Bedini motor again, primary battery, give it a spin, hook up terminal there, and there they are again, 400 Hertz. Going to the battery that's not even hooked into the circuit. This is the battery that is being charged. It's getting this 300 and some odd cycles per second. Just an interesting phenomenon I wanted to document. Anybody got any clues what's going on here? Seems to me that has to do with this radiant energy. So there it is.